I'm going to show you how to build a rail buggy for speed. Alright, this is a crawler, but we're not going to use it for a crawler. It's just going to be a really fast and fun to drive buggy. So the first thing you need to go is to tuning. Alright, change suspension. I have the trophy type suspension installed on the front and the rear. That makes this buggy a lot of fun. Alright, after you install those, we're going to go to tune suspension. Everything's maxed out here, so max out your suspension. Put your travel at 0.4, stiffness at 20,000, shock size wherever you want it, shocks number 2, dampening 31,000, and your axis width maxed out. On the rear, I've got travel at 0.42, stiffness at 22, shock size maxed out, shocks 2, rear steering is off. It'll get sloppy and spin out all over the place if you turn the rear steering on. Dampening 30,000, and the axis width is at maxed out again. Alright, so that's how you tune the suspension for this buggy. I haven't messed with the gears. For the motor upgrades and weight reduction and all that, I've got all of that maxed out. I'll show you that real fast and then we'll go drive this thing around. So upgrades, engine power maxed out, grip maxed out, weight max reduction maxed out, durability is maxed out. Okay, this is not, you can't get a diesel on this. I haven't messed with the gearbox, e-brakes. I think I bought the tracks for this. I don't like the tracks. So now we're going to go run around and just have some fun with this buggy. You'll get to see how she drives. Let's see, single player. I'll go to Woodlands first. Then I'll hit up the rock park. This one's good for making some free money if you keep running this trail here. Big jump. Gonna come up here. Start trail. I can usually get about $1,200 for running this trail with this buggy. Except for I hit the tree. That slowed me down. This thing's just fast. Yep, 1,200, so that's a really good score. This thing just drives so nice. Turning radius could be a little better. I mean, if you do put rear wheel steering on it, this thing will turn on a dime, but it'll also spin out all over the place on you. For this thing, I can just control it extremely well. Huge jump right there. Now we're going to hit the gigantic jump. This is one of my favorite jumps in the game right here. Do the big 360. Oh, kind of screwed up on that one, but that's okay. It's hard to tip this thing over with this build. For speed, I think this is way better than the stock crawler suspension. But if you want to use this thing as a crawler, you're definitely going to want to use the crawler suspension. Oh, I got up there. That's another fun jump. Grab this cash box. If it'll let me. There we go. Alright, now I'll go up to the rock park and run around there a little bit. I can get some more speed and some more jumps there on some of the flatter ground. We'll just actually climb the rocks and see how she does for that. I'm not sure I've ever taken this up to the rock park. I probably have, I just don't really remember. It's been quite a... I don't really drive that this often. I don't know why, because I mean, it's such a fun car to drive. Since we're starting out here, we're going to hit this. Hit the rocks first and see how she does. So far, so good. I usually like to have my four-wheel steering maxed out if I'm rock crawling. Man, she's actually doing really good. I'm stuck here. Is there another target? I don't think that winch is where I want it. Okay, good. I got off there. So I can see she's definitely not ideal for rock crawling. Not bad, but the other crawlers don't get stuck in that spot like this one just did. I'll try one more time to get across there. Having a little trouble with that spot. That's one of the hardest spots to get up on here. The other crawlers go right over that. So no, this isn't a perfect crawler. It's an excellent speed buggy though. Got stuck there. Should have went right up it. So it works for rock crawling. For the most part. Now we're going to just test the speed. Have a little fun just driving it around. Well, hit the mud pit. You can see she goes through the mud really well. I definitely don't have as much fun as I do at the Woodlands with this vehicle. The rock park's not as fun. Now I love the rock park with my crawlers, but not this crawler. That jump one more time, then we're gonna go one more place. And try a 360 flip. Ah. Now we're going to test the top speed. Let's see how fast she actually goes. I can get the muscle car to go over, I think I hit 119 miles per hour with the muscle car. Let's see what this one will do. The muscle car seems to be the fastest in the game. Single player, we're going to go to the stunt park. Now we're just going to go to the side here with this big straightaway that's flat. We'll get to see exactly how fast she is. Can I break 100 miles per hour or not? So I'm going to back up against this wall. Alright, now I'm just gonna gun it. Ooh. 110. That's quick. The car hit 119, so this is almost as fast as that car. Let's try one more time. 110. It'd probably go faster if we had a bigger straightaway. I think this is the biggest straightaway in the game, though. I don't really like this map. And there's a lot of stuff here, but a lot of it's kind of weird. Woodlands and the Rock Park are both awesome, though. Oh, here's one thing I do like on this map. See, go check that out real quick. It's the ball of death over here. For some reason, I think this is a lot of fun. And stick to the side and just go around. I don't know, I just enjoy going in here and riding on this thing. I wonder if we can get her to actually go upside down. Oh, we fell off. But yeah, you get the picture. This is a really fast, awesome driving buggy. It's very stable. It's hard to tip over. You know what? Let's take this to the desert. We didn't go to the desert, so I'll hit all the maps with this. I'll just haul ass around the desert for a few minutes. Maybe collect some cash boxes if I find some. I hardly ever go to the desert, so I'm not actually sure how this car will do there. The only time I go to the desert is to collect cash boxes. Everything seems to spin out a lot in the desert and tip over from all the bumps and stuff in the game. See if we can hit a big jump here. Everything always tips over here. If the ground was more even, this would be a great place to test top speed. But everything bounces around and tips over, so you can't really hit top speed with all the jumps going on. Tipped her over again. I don't think I've found one vehicle yet that doesn't tip over here. I haven't driven all the vehicles in this desert actually, but everyone I have, it seems to be the same thing with them all. This seems to do better than most of the other cars I've driven here. I'm not sure if these are actually sand tires, but they sure look like it. So I would imagine these are probably the tires that are best designed for something like this where you're driving around in the sand. There we had to spin out, but somehow I kind of kept it under control. Most of the other cars spin out, you just can't control it at all. Recovered nice from that. Flip back over on its own. But yeah, this buggy is just really fun for ripping around the desert or ripping around the woodlands and just having a good time. It's got loads of power. Top speed's pretty awesome and drives great. I jumped right over that rock. Yeah, I mean, this thing seems to do well in almost all terrain. Getting a little crazy there. Gotta flip her back over. I think this is the edge of the map. See if we can get up here. Buggy is fun, that's for sure. .40 miles per hour backwards, that's the top rear speed. Reverse speed, I should say. Oh, there's a cash box, let's grab that. Brakes don't work very well. $6,800, that's a good one. Usually I see a lot more of those boxes around the desert. There's one. Well, I thought I saw one up here. Sometimes there is one up here. They do seem to move around. Appear and disappear. Wow, I almost got up that. This is a great driving vehicle, that's for sure. I love this thing as a crawler as well, with the crawler suspension and tuned to be a crawler. This is probably one of the best vehicles in this game if you ask me. It's the best all-around vehicle in the game, to tell you the truth. I hit that tree and it caused me to do a backflip. Yeah, this thing just moves through pretty much everything really well, except for big rocks. You don't want to hit those big rocks. Those will stop you. Oop, spun out. And cactuses and trees, you don't want to hit those. No, stuck. See what's up here. And I turned, which was a mistake. I should have just went straight up. Huh. That's surprising I got stuck on that. Yeah, I mean, this thing's just a whole lot of fun. I can never find these lock boxes that are dropped and up with the time limit. I found a couple, but they're usually, who knows where they actually fall. I mean, they're somewhere. You got a huge map and like a minute or two to find it. So you got a huge area to cover to find one of those. Alright, I think that's gonna end this video. So hopefully that'll help you build a good speed buggy.